What's going on? This is me, the Angry Blue Sock, with an Angry Blue Jukebox request. What? Foul Language wants me to sing Shipoopi from the Music Man. Oh, he wrote that this was the song that Peter Griffin sang in Family Guy episode Patriot Games. You know, the one with Tom Brady. Well, obviously I couldn't find a karaoke track for a song written in 1957 that's not made by Frank Sinatra. But I'm still going to rock it as much as I can. It's going to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean horrible. Well, a woman who'll kiss on the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who'll kiss on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who'll wait till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground, she's their girl, he's glad he's found. She's his Shipoopi, 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 the girl who's hard to get. Shipoopi, Shipoopi, but you can win her yet. Walk her once just to raise the curtain, then you walk around twice and make for certain. Once more in the flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg her pardon. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, fa, la, sol, whatever. Squeeze her once when she isn't looking. If you get a squeeze back, that's fancy cooking. Once more for a pepper upper. She'll never get sore on her way to supper. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Now, little Rosa was a no-gal, as anyone could see. Look at her now, she's a go-gal who only goes for me. Squeeze her once when she isn't looking. If you get a squeeze back, that's fancy cooking. Once more for a pepper upper. She will never get sore on her way to supper. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Shipoopi, Shipoopi, the girl who's hard to get. Shipoopi, Shipoopi, but you can win her yet. Okay, that was actually extremely short, so might as well throw in a Dear Angry as well. This one comes from Anthony D46. Dear Angry, this week Vince MacMahon got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I thought this was a little ridiculous, considering every movie the WWE has ever made, in my opinion, was not very good. Excluding movies with The Rock in them, have you ever seen any other WWE movies, such as See No Evil, The Condemned, The Marine, or Beyond the Mat? Do you think pro wrestlers should even be making movies, or are they just super greedy for extra money? It's an interesting question. And just so you know it's topical, this was actually written on March 15th. So it's actually 2 weeks ago, I guess, or 3, depending on when I actually get around to putting this up on YouTube. But, first of all, I really don't know what to think of this, to be honest with you. I mean, on one hand, it's sports entertainment. I don't know if he's really getting the star for being a Hollywood dude as much as just the overall fame and fortune that his wrestling product has gotten. Although I'm not a big fan, there are a lot of you out there that are. Enough to make him a billionaire. I mean, look at Hulkamania. Got a reality show. He's got 8 or 9 movies. He's hosting American Gladiators. Even though half the, and by half I mean every single male gladiator and at least one female gladiator would kick the living daylights out of him. And the female gladiator I'm talking about is actually Elite XC fighter Gina Carano. I don't watch the show because it's the absolute worst thing that television has to offer. But I recognized her when I first saw it. I'm like, oh wow, that's Gina Carano. And then I changed the channel. But, coming back, have I seen other WWE movies? Depends what you mean. If you're talking about the ones after the ECW buyout, WCW merger mess that made me hate WWE in the first place, then no, I haven't watched a single movie from that. Beyond the Mat is actually not a WWE movie, just so you know. It's Barry Blaustein, and it's a phenomenal movie, and I would recommend it to any wrestling fan, or just anybody who's a fan of documentaries in general. It's phenomenal. I mean, it really gets to the underbelly of things. Talks about Jake Roberts and his crack addiction. I mean, how many movies do you actually get to see a guy taking a hit from a crack rock? And talking about being molested by his dad. Besides that, in the movie, you see Mick Foley's kids reacting to him taking the chair shots from The Rock that were, and I can tell you that from being part of the wrestling business, those were real chair shots. It was a real chair hitting a real head, and yes, it did knock him for a loop. So, you know, I mean, it was amazing. It was a great movie. Now, I saw Beyond the Mat, and I loved it. I also saw, hell, I forgot the name of it. There's another movie. I think So You Want to Be a Pro Wrestler was like a behind the scenes with a lot of indie guys and ex-WCW, WWE guys. It was decently done. Of course, I saw No Holds Barred. Watch that smell! Dookie. That was my favorite line in the movie. It was horrible, but it had campy, you know, it was cute. I can't complain about it. It was what it is. And either way, McMahon's a marketing genius. Yeah, give him his props. Now, as far as the wrestlers making movies, as long as there's an audience for it, absolutely. In fact, I say go for it. 100%, because the shelf life of a pro wrestler is limited at best. I mean, the beatings that these guys take on a day in and day out basis is pretty much incomprehensible. You're not going to last more than 10 years in today's wrestling pace, where the guys are taking these ridiculous risks and landing on their neck, and, you know, just even old school wrestlers are walking with a cane. If you've ever seen a Jimmy Superfly snooker match recently, guy's a cripple. It's horrible to watch. That's actually one of the best questions I've gotten for a while, Anthony D46. And I hope you keep on writing. You're actually one of the Dear Angry letters that I really look forward to seeing. I see your name on. I'm like, okay, I actually have something to work with on this one. Wow, I could go on forever about the WWE, but I'm not going to, because I only have a 10-minute time limit because I'm too cheap to buy an account for YouTube. Anyway, keep the letters and song requests writing, and have a great day, life, return, subscribe, and all that. Peace. I said goodbye! Yeah!